Hello everyone, my name is CA Rishab Ostwal. I have got All India Rank 1 in CA final, All India Rank 1 in all the levels of CMA, and All India Rank 8 in CA India. A very common question which students ask me is how to approach practical papers. So I have made certain tips for approaching practical papers. Let's discuss them one by one. First and foremost important tip is you need to strike out the easy questions. It's one of the best tips which has helped me. This should ideally be done in the first revision, and it will reduce your uh, preparation for your subsequent revisions. So your 30 to 40% of the chunk would get eliminated in the first revision itself. So strike out the questions which you feel you are very comfortable with, which you feel there is no need to revise multiple times. So strike out those questions. Then markings, extremely important. You need to mark preferably with a red pen, both on your concept book, on your question bank. What should you mark? You should mark things like LDR. LDR stands for last day revisions. These are the markings that would make you, these are the markings that show that you have to revise this particular question in the last day before exam. So mark all the LDR concepts, LDR questions, and talking about importance, you need to you need to categorize all the chapters and topics within the chapters into category A, B, and C, and you have to write them on the concept book and the question bank. This question is a category A question. It's very important, frequently being asked in exam. So you need to categorize into A, B, and C. This will be very useful for you in your second revision, subsequent revisions, and in your last day before exam. Finally, writing logics or background. While you are watching the class of a particular faculty, the faculty would have explained you the background or the intent or the logic behind the particular provision or a particular concept. Now this you might understand it well while you are watching the class, but since CA and CMA both are professional courses and take a lot of time and efforts to complete, you might forget the provision or the intent till your study leave, and hence what we need to do is you need to write those logics, write those intents in your concept book itself. Now this will help you to remember these provisions for a longer period of time. So the LDR and the importance should ideally be marked in the first revision, whereas the logics should be written in the during the classes itself. And talking about the flow of events, people often mess up with this. A very obvious step, but people often I see that they mess up with this. You need to first study the concepts, provisions, and then go to the question bank and then go to the mock exam. In financial reporting or accounts, I often see that people directly jump to the question bank without studying the concepts, without understanding the concepts. Now this is not really advisable. Stick to the flow. First concept, then question bank, and then your mock exams. Now talking about mock exams, you need to self-evaluate the mock exam. Obviously, you might be enrolled in a test series platform. Like say we at Edu Home Connect provide expert guidance on expert mentorship on CA and CMA, as well as we provide test series where the papers are evaluated by expert faculties. Now the benefits of expert evaluation are obvious, are undeniably immense, but that doesn't outweigh the benefits of self-evaluation. So in addition to the test series platform, you also need to self-evaluate the mock exams. Now how would you do this? You need to download the answer sheet provided by the test series platform, or the answer sheet provided by suppose you're writing an ICI mock test, then the answer sheet by ICI released by ICI, you know, download that and then compare your answer with the answer of ICI, and this will expand your thinking horizon. You will get the mindset of the evaluator. Okay, where am I going wrong? Now you need to ensure that these mistakes are not being repeated in subsequent revisions. Now to ensure that they are not being repeated, you need to maintain a log of mistakes. And this is both during practice as well as during exams. Yes. So maintain a log of mistakes and keep revising them so that you do not keep revising them so that you do not repeat those mistakes. And again, a super important tip, very obvious tip, but people often fail at this step. It's sticking to one material. Stick to one material right from your classes till your exams. Do not change material unless the material is faulty. This would make your make it your visual memory. You'll be able to picturize the provisions, the concepts in the pages in the book before your exam. Yes. And prioritization, again, I have talked about this multiple times in multiple videos. Prioritization is, you need to categorize all the questions into category A, B, and C, categorize all the chapters into A, B, and C, and put more efforts, more energy in category A and B chapters than category C chapters. I am not at all saying you to leave category C chapters, but I'm just saying you to put more efforts in category A and B chapters. So that should be it. Thank you so much, and stay connected with us for more such insightful content. Thank you.